We're ready for the show.
You believe in time to sing it loud, round.
Happy 22 New Year from me, Steve Henn, and from over there we have
what you gonna do 2022.
Hey, do you know what? It's the first time I've seen Av as well this year. I haven't seen him for a year, and it's the first time we've said hello really, because we've put out some best of, some clips.
I don't think it's the best of.
No, I quite like how controversial what is funny and what gives the people the right to cancel people.
Oh, don't get me started.
We could start the new year with how many people will be cancelled this year, because I was going to start with what are you looking forward to in 2022 and what do you miss about 2021. I went on what's the news round, the kids stuff on BBC. And it's like they're all school kids and they're all saying what they want to do. I'm looking forward to my birthday. I'm looking forward to hopefully visiting my grandma. And this one kid, I was just hilarious. And I reckon they're 8 to 10-year-olds. But he wrote, not expecting much. It just feels like 2021 season 1, episode 2.
He's not wrong.
No, but that's the thing. He's not, is he? Like, I can't see us moving farther forward. But hey, no, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Or is it happy? No, I can't say. Oh, I'm reluctant to say Happy New Year. I say New Year.
New Year.
New Year. Same old shit.
Yeah. New Year. New. Nothing. Nothing's new. Oh, apart from Omicron.
Omicron.
Oh, don't. For those of you who haven't watched Av's stunning portrayal of an Irishman getting kicked in the balls, they do watch or listen to our previous shows. Omicron!
Omicron!
Do you know there'll be people chuckling up and down the high streets listening to this podcast now? But no, there is positives for 2022. I tell you what I want to do. For 2022 is that we should be more positive and less disparaging about people.
That's how I make up my week, Steve. If I can't do that, I'm screwed, ain't I? I'm just twiddling my thumbs in.
Well, we've got football, we've got Olympics, we've got the Festival of Brexit, which is being rebranded because they wanted to celebrate us leaving Brexit, and then we had a pandemic, and then we had Boris Johnson, and now it's called Unboxed, but it's still the Festival of Brexit.
I'll celebrate the Festival of Brexit if I get 2 bank holidays.
Well, we're getting one for the Queen's Jubilee, and then she's going to have a day off when Andrew gets arrested.
Well, he's not going to get arrested. It's not a. He's going to court for more to do with finances, isn't it? So he's gonna. If he gets found guilty, he's gonna have to pay. Not so much end up in with. I have pronounced her name. How do you pronounce her first name? Maxwell.
I want to say Giselle. Griselda. No.
Alexa, you just got sent to prison recently.
Let's fucking give you a whole list of people. Steve Henn.
Gillian Max. It's called Gillian. No, Gillian. It's not Gillian. I know. It's somewhat weird. Her dad was weird, so he named her weird, and then she started being weird, and then now she's in jail.
It's Griswold, isn't it? From Harry Potter, Griswold Maxwell.
You found it?
No. Oh, Jiz Lean.
That sounds worse, doesn't it?
I'm going to call her Jiz Lean Maxwell. Jiz Lean.
God.
Jiz Lean. How do you say Jiz Lean? Jiz Lean. It's Jiz Lean.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Was it the answer from Alexa? Was it after 10 minutes ago? Let's see what happens to Prince Andrew.
I feel that the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 women. He's protected by British bollocks, isn't he? So I feel that it's going to be difficult for the Americans to pin anything on him apart from a medal.
If Prince Andrew's found guilty, because I think he's already tried to pay her off.
Okay.
And she said no. So if he's found guilty, you know, he's not going to be able to do much public life.
Well, he's not doing much public life now, is he, really?
Yeah, but because he's had to hide, isn't he? He's going to hide.
So who's going to pay his money? His
mum, the Queen. Apparently.
Thank you. A bit of respect there. Yeah. His mum, the Queen. Thank you very much.
Yeah. But in the reports, it's saying that she's not going to be paying it. But he's got like a 17 million pound pads, a skiing pad somewhere. So he's going to be selling that.
Well, that's the thing. So, like, because of this festival of Brexit, they did a 50p coin. Perhaps the Queen could do another coin with Prince Andrew on one side and some jail bars on the other.
Oh, not 50p, more like a penny.
There's no such thing, is there? Are we still allowed pennies?
He's going to be all right wherever, isn't he? So.
Well, that's it. I did hear as well that he was going to get back with Fergie. I mean, that music would be brilliant.
I think if you had a choice of being found guilty of doing that or going back with Fergie, I think you'd rather be found guilty.
I think she was. I think the trouble with any woman is that they don't work and they can't do the work of men. No, the problem with any woman in the royal family, any woman in the royal family, the press give them such a hard time, and I think I'm going to stick up for Fergie because I reckon the press tarnished her.
But she's done. I mean, she
was in Friends, so she's got to be good.
She was in Panorama, and she was selling. I think the guy was pretending to be a Saudi, or he was a billionaire.
Oh yeah.
And he was going to pay her so he could talk to Prince Andrew, because he's for the UK, he's like a business something or another. So
right, Av. If someone came into your house and says, like what you've done with the decorating, where's the glory hole? And they said, I'll give you 25 quid if you can introduce me to Steve Henn. What are you going to say?
Say 25 quid ain't bloody enough to start off with.
All right. Well, I didn't want to say £100,000 because I'm not worth tuppence. I think if you're going to be set up like that, you're going to say yes if the money's right. We've all got our price. I thought 25 quid was way too much for me. I was either frozen or thinking.
I was thinking about if someone said to me 25 quid for Steve Henn.
Context.
Yeah, well, you got to look at the way you said it. Then I was like, "What exactly?"
No.
Sounds like I'm pimping you, Steve. So,
yeah. Well, right. No, a young expiring comedian wants to come and do a Hen Night show, and he says, I need to get in touch with Steve Henn. Look, I'll give you 200 quid if you could just, make sure that we're in the same room together.
That even sounds worse.
Like a pub.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you go,
just
Av, oh, you're right, Av. You go, oh, Steve, you're right. Oh, this is my mate. Funny Socks. I don't know, I'm just making up his name. Do you know what I mean?
We're drifting off here, Steve, because that's not how it works, is it? Because she was selling his influence.
That's why he couldn't sweat, because she was taking his influence. That's got to be bollocks, isn't it? I did hear that someone was trying to work out if it was possible that he did sweat after the Falklands. I bet he's fucking sweating now.
Yeah, he definitely got some sweat glands going now, isn't he? I'll give you an interesting fact. Bruce Lee had his sweat glands removed from under his armpits because he thought it made him look bad in the films and pictures, the sweat patches. Yeah.
I'll give you another interesting fact, and you'll hate it. but it's a fact and it's true. But you won't hate. You'll hate it because of the language I'm going to use. Not the language. It's feminine hygiene products. But that's me. We should have a thing go bing, bing, bing. Warning, warning. Feminine hygiene being mentioned. Yeah. No. What's his name? Joe Squash. Going out with or married to
Stacey Solomon.
He sweats profusely under his arms. And he nicks his wife's panty pads to stick under his arms to stop him sweating in TV studios. Interesting fact. We got Bruce Lee medically being de-sweat glanded and Joe Squash using panty pads.
Maybe just stick them in his mouth.
We all play the game. That's what television's about. Masked Singer. Are you watching The Masked Singer? There's something that's unoffensive.
No.
What about the new Star Wars? Robotron. Excuse me?
The Book of Boba Fett.
I thought you said love it. Boba Fett.
The Book of Boba Fett.
That's not a proper word though, is it? Boba Fett is not a proper word.
Star Wars.
Have you watched it?
No. I'll tell you what I'll be watching. I've got 5 months Apple TV for free.
You told me that before, did you? I thought, how the fuck can you get 5 months of Apple TV? I've bought an iPhone every year they've had one out, and I didn't even get the 12 months one. I got 3 months.
I've got a Barclays bank account, so they'll give it to Barclays customers. I've been struggling to find good stuff on there actually, but I watched Ted Lasso. I think it's brilliant.
everyone's saying Ted Lasso is good. I like the morning show, although it's hard work in bits. And C's quite good.
I've watched Ted Lasso, then I've been watching the new seasons out of the Doom Patrol. I got a deal for Star Plays.
Oh, is that on?
No, that's on Amazon Prime.
Stop changing your streaming services in mid-sentence.
It's for 99 pence for
28 years. So I've been playing a lot of Splatoon on the Switch, to be honest, over Christmas. Hey, yeah, we hope you all had a lovely Christmas and had lots of presents from the big man in the red suit and the big white beard, parcel force guy. So is there anything, did we actually say, we were going to go back, you were going to say don't get you started about cancel culture.
I was looking on YouTube and there was a video link to Romesh Ranganathan. One of his recent shows.
I like Romesh.
He was racially abused by a woman.
In a live gig?
Yeah. And she was escorted at the building, and that's what happens when Preeti Patel goes out.
Was it? I was going to say, was it Preeti Patel? What was the racial abuse? Was it just go back to France?
Yeah. I have a real difficulty with people using, even if it's, for example, the P word. Asian comedians use the P word.
Petrol.
Yeah. That's the Saudis. But the racial slur, P word. So he said, I'd rather be called that than a Scouser.
Word. Now, okay, I am hoping she stood up and went, you can't take the mick out of Scousers.
I'm not quite sure what she said.
Because she can't, if she'd have stood up and said, you can't say the P word like that.
But this is the thing, is when you use that kind of language, right, she might be a Scouser and took offence, right?
Well, and a car. Yeah. Sorry, people in Liverpool. Yeah. I hate Boris Johnson too.
But when you use that language, you'll get some people, not a lot of people. You might get some people who start thinking he's used it. I can use it. Is it funny? It is reasonably funny the way he's done it. But then at the same time he's had a go at Scousers. Yeah. But
that's the juxtaposition of humour, isn't it? It's like saying, like when Anne Robinson had a go at the Welsh. Yeah, they deserved it. Yeah. But no, that's what Anne was thinking. He's going, I can't argue with that. My sister married 2 Welshmen. Not at the same time.
I was going to say
we're not all in the same family.
Do you know? I need to give I think I need to be probably explore Wales a bit more, because I've only been to a few. Like I've been to Rhyl and Barmouth.
Yeah, no. You see, it's like if you go to any place, you're going to meet people that you don't like. But Wales is a beautiful country. It's got some beautiful scenery and some very sort of up and coming intelligent people.
But I haven't been to Cardiff, so I shouldn't really be saying. I don't know what Cardiff was. So
Cardiff's quite modern. Cardiff is the new Bristol, as far as I'm concerned. Shouldn't talk about Bristol yet, should we?
I was going to say, is it what was? I was going to take. Is it racist statues lot over in Cardiff?
No, they knocked down the statue of the shepherd.
Yeah, I should give Wales another chance. I should try.
You should. I went to Wales once and I saw a man bending over a sheep. I said, "Hey, are you shearing?" He said, "Piss off and get your own." It's wrong. Why did you even laugh? When you don't laugh, I find it easier. Building back better for 2022. Fuel poverty finally hitting the middle wage earners. No. Omicron. Yes, let's talk about something a bit more positive. That's the trouble. Everyone's fucking positive.
Yes. We're having negativity around here. Let's have some positivity.
Positivity.
Omicron positivity. But I did. There's a YouTube channel which I watch, Dr. John Campbell.
Okay, I've never heard of him.
Yeah, but since the pandemic started, he's got his own channel set up. I think it's unbiased. He's a professor. He used to be a nurse. He's very unbiased, and he does question stuff, but in an unbiased way. It's not one-sided to either one or the other. He's down the middle. Dr. John Campbell, worth a watch. And most recently, there's a report from China looking into Omicron and its origins, because it's a big mystery, isn't it? It just popped out and all. I mean, it's come from South Africa, but
came from a bat, man.
Not Omicron.
Omicron.
That the cells, you're still making it. That's the Chinese scientists looked at the cells, Omicron cells, and everyone's talking about the spike profile, and the fact that that it doesn't seem to be doing as much harm in humans. But they looked at the origins, and I think it attaches better to my cells.
Your cells?
No. My cells.
Human cells?
No. My cells.
Your cells?
My cells.
My cells?
As in, squeak.
My cells.
Rodents.
Mice. Rice? Mice cells. Rice cells? Well, so they're saying that Omicron comes from my cells?
Well, they're saying it catches the way that the cell spike has been. It looks like that it matches better to say it attacks mice cells, and it looks. You can look at the
your cells
of the mice cells, the spike cells of the Omicron. It binds more or less quicker to mice cells. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It actually fits better, and the reason it doesn't fit humans is because it was developed in mice first. So the question is, how did it jump from a mouse to a human?
Armageddon! Have you heard that?
Armageddon.
It's a radio broadcaster talking about a hamster. It's like, I think the safe word is Armageddon, but they put a toilet tube up the man's bottom and then put the hamster up there, and the hamster got stuck, and then they set fire to his bottom to have a look, and it exploded. But it's this radio presenter talking about it, and he's trying his best not to laugh while he's reading this story out. Armageddon! It's quite funny.
Dr. John Campbell, definitely worth a watch and listen to.
I think anyone is worth listening to that has a clear, concise view rather than a hysterical. Like Johnson's always going on about like booster, but that's not going to end it all. It's going to help a lot of people, but it's not going to end it all.
Oh, we could talk about No Vaccine Djokovic.
Yes, indeedy. I am really quite excited about this, because honestly, I do believe that he's tried to put a fast one, and the tennis people wanted to pull a fast one as well because it's all about the money. But you can't. I think this is their biggest problem in Australia. You can't, because they're so locked down in Australia. They're so good at like telling people wear a mask, don't go out. But and I think the public in Australia were just saying this is ridiculous. You can't just because you're rich and you come over here. You come over here with your tennis racket.
You come over here, write your vaccine passport, playing with your balls. Trying to keep it up and down. These foreigners coming here.
I know.
I should have done an Australian accent, really, shouldn't I?
You should, because you are a man of 1,000 voices.
Good day, mate.
You can't just start with.
You got your vaccine. Yeah. Call that a jab. That's wrong. I don't know.
Good day, mate. Call that a jab. They've got the upward inflection, don't they?
I can't do it.
Do an impression of Kylie Minogue. I should be so lucky. Can you see what it is yet?
No, you don't want to do that impression.
I worked with Rolf Harris at the Gaiety Theatre in Butlins in 1987. I used to polish his didgeridoo every night. We didn't talk about Boris and his flat and being caught.
Again.
I know. What are you doing? I forgot my messages. I had a new phone, so I didn't know what my WhatsApp was.
He's just a big bullshitter.
You're right when you called Johnson a Billy bullshitter, but it's become the norm though, isn't it? It's like him saying that he'd forgotten about his the text messages and the money. He asked this man for money, and he said he'd forgotten that he'd asked this man for money, right? Like the money he paid for his wallpaper. So he's watching this wallpaper fall off at £850 a roll, and he's saying, "Well, who brought me that?" It's like if I said to you, right, I've got no money this month, Av. Could you buy me a kettle off Amazon and send it to me? And you buy me a kettle and you send it to me, and every day for 6 months I make a cup of tea with this kettle that you so kindly brought for me, right? And every day I'm pouring a cup of tea and I'm looking at the kettle. I'm not going to say who brought me that kettle. Every day I make a cup of tea, I will remember it was the kettle that you bought me, Av.
What kettle? I can believe him, because I bet you he's not the only person who's been sending messages about send me some money. That's what it is. He's got a little black book.
Specifically, you mean the money for this thing?
Yeah, I'm sure he's contacted hundreds of people for money.
He's sitting in that flat with the wallpaper on this chaise lounge, and under it is building up cash, and he's putting all this cash that's coming in, and he doesn't know who it's off. The brown envelopes. He's a, and he won't go. He won't go. Sick Notes lost his bloody lead now. It's down to 3 points.
What's the UK coming to now? Yeah.
Well, yeah. When we have the festival of Brexit, we'll think that's it. This is beautiful. This is what we voted for.
Do you know when the Scottish leave? Yeah. And
I think you have to say when.
Well, when they leave, and then maybe the Welsh and the Northern Irish.
She did the song for James Bond, didn't she? That's Billie Eilish.
Oh, but do you know how he'll sell it? He goes, well, we're not the United Kingdom. We're the one and only kingdom.
Kingdom.
We're the kingdom. That's the way he'll sell it. We're a kingdom now. Kingdom.
It can't be British Kingdom, though, can it?
No, it'll be to the kingdom. We are the kingdom.
King, yeah, and he's kingdom. We'll be here in 2022. We'll have some fun. We'll have some laughs. There's going to be plenty of things to laugh about. There may be a few things to cry about, but we'll have plenty of things to laugh at, won't we, Have?
Oh, 22.
Brownstown, we're with you when you fight. Brownstown, bark with the dogs tonight.
Hey, thanks for listening to the show. We hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and share this because it will help us. And don't forget to tune in next week, 8 p.m. Mondays. Ta-ra! So